What are you doing over there, camera? Hi, chat. Welcome in Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Trovo. Hello, everyone. Hello, Will. Hello, Nan Reader. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's make some coffee. Coffee. Hey, B-Man. Welcome, Blinko. Forgot my mug and cup in the other room. Typical. No, over here, camera. Don't look at my empty trash. Welcome, Penelope. So dinner's going to be a little weird tonight. I just thought this was an interesting flavor combo. We'll see how it turns out. I sort of expect it to be ugly delicious, just to be honest and upfront with chat tonight. I got all sorts of stuff done today. Got my truck emptied out. Got flour purchased. Got other things done. Just feeling all sorts of accomplished tonight. Thank you for joining me, everyone, tonight. Cheers to you. So I didn't list it there on the dinner command, but I'm going to mess around with trying to make some rolls tonight. Because I got new flour in. And is that the whole? That's the whole wheat. This is the einkorn. No. I traveled today to Central Milling, which is in Petaluma in Sonoma County. And they are a milling company. They produce their own line of flours and stuff like that, but they also do milling for a number of the other major brands in the area. They produce a lot of the flours that the local restaurants and bakeries use. And so I just go direct to them. And they have a little store in the front of their place that seems to be growing. It was actually quite busy when I was in there today. Usually it's like empty. But tonight I'm actually working with a different flour that I haven't used. Oh, the truth is, you can probably find local flour. That's why I'm bringing it up. There's probably a local mill to you as well. I'm working with a flour that I don't think that I've worked with since I was in college, and that is einkorn. I forget what the other name for this grain is. If you're curious how einkorn is Central Milling, and You can't see that. There we go. Central milling. Organic einkorn. Hi, Cosmic. So I'm combining AP flour and einkorn. I'm doing just a bit more of the AP flour. Maybe 60-40-ish there. We'll just set this aside. Let's get some more water going for this. Let's just get some warm water out here, tap. Preheating my oven to 170, which is the lowest it goes, so that I have a warm proofing area for this bread, so we can move along with the bread tonight. We got some nice warm water there. Let's give that some yeast. Into flour. Cosmic! Thank you for that resub. Cosmic, what can I get a vote for from you?
Chefia 1 wiggle, Chefia 1 wiggle, Chefia 1 wiggle, Chefia 1 wiggle.
Orange it is. Take a fork and whisk up our yeast, flour, and water. Not adding any sugar in there tonight. Actually, I lied. I am going to add sugar, but honey. Make some mead bread. Hey, Froggen. If I remember correctly, they used honey in these rolls at school too, as well as I think we garnished. I can't remember if we garnished it with oats or was it with sesame. Okay, that yeast is awake. You can see the bubbles. You can see the like ring going around the outside, the little lighter ring. It's very faint, but there's a bubble ring going there. So we'll mix that with our AP flour and einkorn flour. Make sure we get all that honey and any spare yeast out of there. Wow. Still a lot left in there. Oven coming to 170. So I'll now turn it back off. still far from clean. Just sticks. Like, it just sticks. Like, it's like gum. And when you get it wet, it just gets wet. It doesn't stop sticking. I wonder if I need another. Well, I looked at some general ratios. Doesn't seem like I should need a lot more water for this. Guess I gotta do more reading. Like, it just sticks. And then it smears instead of... Fine, be that way. Alright, I'm gonna allow that to do its thing in the oven. Oh, that's right. Just in case, I like throwing a plate underneath this bowl because it's got silicone, so I don't want it directly against the heat. Everyone stare at my ugly mess in the oven, chat. I gotta scrape my pizza stone. Putting that away for now. Let's make some Sorta chili. Making a tomato-less chili. An almost chili-less chili. Well, actually, no, there is tomato in this chili. There is. Tomato in the chipotle adobo sauce. Oh hey, way to do all that zoomed in too tight for chat to really see what I was doing. Good job, Jay. Start with some onion. Onion, garlic. You know, the biodiesel thing must not have really caught on outside of like commercial, because I've been wanting to try and find a place to get rid of my cooking oil for quite a while now, versus, you know, dumping it down the drain. It's not a good plan. Don't do that, chat. And it boiled down to there being apparently 3 locations in the county, but I think 2 of them either closed or only like special invitation. So I don't know what happened to this whole huge biodiesel market where people were stealing cooking oil to make biodiesel. Because you can, it's essentially, I think, a fermentation. Well, if you can find a source for cooking oil on a regular basis, like, you would need a lot more than I could use, but, you know, if you owned a Mexican restaurant or something. I've seen a couple old diesels claiming to be biodiesels around me, but I don't think there's the market that people were talking about when they were talking about people stealing it and all that. But hey, then you hear about things like third world countries using gutter oil. Hi, Buns. I'm making einkorn rolls tonight, Buns. Along with my Frito pie. Did someone look up what the other name for einkorn was and I missed that in chat, or? Because I remember the other name I knew much better, but I now remember einkorn because this place uses it. And Not sure on that one. I don't know French. What else am I throwing in this? I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is coming from cans and jars and I didn't spend much money there today, but I went to the fancy grocery store today. The really fancy grocery store. I mean, it's not... I forget the name of the place that I shopped at in Beverly Hills, as far as grocery stores. But, as far as here in Sonoma, yeah, they're the rich people place. Some interesting prices on things. My local Safeway will often have. What did I buy? I bought some of the stuff for dinner tonight, but nothing outrageous. I bought the turkey there tonight. But the one of the things that I saw there is my local Safeway major chain will have, I don't know, maybe $6 or $7 now, but used to regularly have Newman's Own pizzas for $5. It was 10 and change in there. It's good to see what people have every once in a while, though, because every once in a while there's, you know, usually those places exist because they have a couple of really good niche products that draw people in to buy everything else. But this is the sort of place, like, they had 4 doors, I think, of sparkling, refrigerated, just grab and go. Hi, Penguin. Start off with some garlic in our pan. Zoom right. Zoom right. Just some cooking oil or sunflower oil in the pan. Ugh. Everything's just going wrong in Buttons' world. That with some salt. Yeah, I'm gonna throw them in here too. We're gonna use these other half of mushrooms I bought the other day. I wore a heavy, not the shirt that I'm wearing now, and I wore a pretty heavy shirt earlier today. You gotta consider I went to the dump and stuff. I'm not gonna wear. And it was maybe too warm for outside today. I know I turned the heater off in my truck. Well, I say heater, like my truck has a heater, uses engine heat, but you get what I mean. Gonna add a bit more oil since I added some mushrooms in there. Mushrooms love oil. One piece. Cranberry. Jelly cranberry sauce. I don't know how much of this we're going to use, if we're going to use all of it or maybe only use half of it. It is ridges. Cooking this until we get some color going. Found the butter beans at the expensive store that I wanted the other night. So we got butter beans tonight, chat. And then drain off the liquid on our butter beans. So those look a little different than the beans I had the other night. And then I haven't bought these before either. I've seen it online, but, oh, that's the wrong. That's what I thought it was on. Chipotle's in a jar versus the, like, one-time use can that's always, like, 3 times as much as you need. And they're pureed in the adobo sauce already. Yep. I do not play well with others. My home is my ship, and I am captain of my ship. See, different wrapping. They're like Whole Foods. They put their things in a bag inside of butcher's paper. Cosmic. And I don't believe if anyone out there is going to tell me that you're the king of your house and you own a cat, because that cat is most certainly the owner of that house. I used up the last of my chili powder. Gonna have to use ancho chili and hot paprika. Though ancho chili matches up with all of this better anyways. And then our chipotles, ground chipotles in adobo sauce. We're going to do, that looks like enough. One of my biggest gripes with chipotles, and one of the reasons I hardly ever use them, is because I was saying before, you get a can of chipotles, and unless you got like 3 or 4 recipes in a close time period, or you're making making food for a party, you're not going to go through that can, regardless of it being that cute little small can. We're going to try half of the cranberry to begin with here and see how much liquid that creates. I think I'm going to throw all of it in there. I guess this is going to end up looking more like chili than I thought. I was expecting this to be like... I wasn't thinking of the other stuff that I was going to be putting in there along with sauteing it. I was thinking of this being like bright cranberry red. Turn the heat way down on that. We're just going to allow that to simmer. Let's take a look at what we got going on down here. Bread, you awake? You decent? Feeling like this might be one of those flours or recipes that I really just need to leave wet and work with wet, and then just like toss into the pan, into a bread pan. Like, I'm thinking maybe rolls here was maybe a mistake. We'll see. Hey, Sahara. When did you change the name? Yep, life changes. Schedules change. It happens. Hope you're enjoying your life on the other half of the continent. I don't have huge promise for these rolls, by the way, chat. I'm rolling with it. But I was wondering if he was going to catch that. It was that bad. I'm living with that. They aren't needed nearly as much as they need to be. And they aren't rolled out nicely. But I'm going with it because I've decided that this is the wrong type of way to treat this flour. This is a wet, bubbly dough that you scoop into a loaf pan and let it go. Been a minute. This is going to require some water. Alright, let that continue to simmer. Let's get our rolls rolled. Term used loosely. Onto a pan so they can hang out for a little bit. Finish their second proofing. I can look up your watch time. I know what your watch time is. I know what all chat's watch time is. Whoa. I can even search by it. I can index by it. Fluffy, an hour and 46 minutes, and you'll have watched 1,000 hours. Cosmic's got over 600. What did I do with my bottle? Oh, there's my bottle bag. There's my bottle bag. I'm going to put a towel over these because they're already starting to dry out a bit too much. And I have a fan blowing in this direction. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read up a bit more on einkorn. Is it spelt? Is it? No, I'm gonna have to look it up because I didn't see anyone in chat say it. Oh, someone else. Yeah, someone. Sorry, someone did say that. They were responding to what I was saying there. In French. I apologize. I don't remember who that was. I just told them that I didn't know what French was. What it meant in French. I'm guessing maybe Faro? I don't know what, like, we used to call it something else. I'm waiting on adding the beans until we're done with the chili, because these things are just so, like, you can see how many of these were whole beans when I poured them out. A good portion of these, actually, just that short spray that I got was too powerful for them, even though I made sure and I wasn't at full power with my water. These beans are really fragile. Of course, they're fully cooked too, so... Yeah. Yeah, it's the beans that are optional here. The peppers and the meat are not. Just about everything else is. But you'll have all sorts of meat. People put all sorts of meat in their chilies. And so it's probably the most frowned upon, but turkey's not unheard of without question for being in a chili. Typically, it's in there with a couple of other meats. It's a little bit like people's spaghetti sauces. They'll throw all sorts of different meats in there. Most commonly, it's some combination of beef and pork, at least here in the States. Turkey is probably what they go through for the diet chili. Oh, and they moved on to dope. Oh well. Now, see, that wouldn't be... That's not really the Texas way. You know, Texas has their way about things. And, yeah. I typically throw beans in my chili, but that's just because I don't like a thin chili. Like, I'm not after that sandwich or hot dog or coney chili. I want some of that thick Tommy's chili for you LA people. Cheese. That's what I gotta do still. It's like, what am I forgetting? There's something I still had to do tonight. You got some Gouda stuff. Is there still wax around there? There is, I'm eating it. Nope. It's just a bit of a skin to it. Which I sort of want the skin for this. Because it's got the smoky flavor. Ooh, that's smoky too. That may be too smoky. I wanted something a little distinctive, but creamy in texture. How much longer do I want to give these? Yeah, you wouldn't imagine that that's a turkey cranberry chili, would you? Like, that looks like straight up normal chili to me. Nice, Sahara. Soup and cheesy. I read that as she made a cheesy version of zucchini and she made a soup version of zucchini. Was that intended as a cheesy soup zucchini? Fritos. I'm going to give it another 15 minutes from here, chat. I want to let that chili simmer for a bit, but primarily I want to let those rolls on the other half of the oven there do a bit more proofing. And so I think I'm going to do a 15-minute AFK and just mute the mics and I'll be back. I'll leave the music running. Board only camera. Hi, chat. I'm sort of back. No, this is what we want. There we go. Alright, so chilling nicely. Actually, this is almost perfect, even though we got more time to wait, because we have rolls going in the oven right now. And as I was saying before, these were not kneaded properly, they were not proofed properly. You can see that the holes have poked through, they're letting gas out. They're sort of short, flabby. I'm going with them anyways. For those just joining in, hello. Doing Frito pie tonight, which is a southern U.S. dish. Believe started in Texas, not 100% sure where. But Fritos, cut open the bag. Actually, it's usually just the side of the bag cut open. They pour in a ladle of chili and they throw in a bunch of cheese. It's a little like chili cheese fries, but walk around with Fritos. But I am using, instead of your typical chili, this looks a heck of a lot like chili. I am really surprised how much like chili this looks like for being turkey and cranberry, along with chipotle seasoning, onions, garlic. So that's actually looking pretty much right on. And then instead of a cheddar, I've got smoked Gouda. Let me get some butter beans to throw in the chili at the last minute before we serve this up. Wolf brand chili, yeah. Really, Wolf, like... Now see, I would have thought Peggy would have went for the cheap chili. And not saying that Wolf is anything special. Pretty sure there's some cheaper chilies in your typical supermarket shelf that are cheaper than Wolf. Am I wrong? I sort of think a Wolf is like a mid-range. Like, it's not the upper end ones, but it's not the cheapest. Like, I would expect Peggy Hill to be using store brand. I'm actually going to add a bit more water to this because we're going to have to leave this for another couple minutes cooking. I could see that in like a 7-Eleven. Yeah. Well, Peggy's about everything the way he is about propane, though. Like, it's her way or the highway. Like, she is the queen of that house. Hank just lives there. Man, it has been a minute since I've seen that show. Is that still like... It's probably on some streaming service. That also doesn't surprise me, but I don't expect it to last very long. Just about every series that they've tried to bring back for streaming has just tanked. They've tried to bring back a lot of series and just none of them work. Either you have people that are no longer living, or it just doesn't make sense in the modern day, or and here we are, young Sheldon still topping the charts. Yeah, just about any of those older shows, they're just... People die. Yeah. Awesome, Penguin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said that last stream. But that's awesome. Welcome in, John. I didn't know that they made new ones. To tell you the truth, I could probably tell you more about the tracks on the playlist for the Beavis and Butthead soundtrack than I could tell you about the movie anymore, because I have not seen the movie since it came out, and I listened to that CD for years. That fits Beavis and Butthead. XQC. Sorry, juicers. Now they're gonna bring back Daria since they're bringing out everything else that Mike Judge did. Or is that 290s? I think Daria is probably 290s. Nice, Penguin. But yeah, like, what are some of the other ones that they've brought back that were absolutely failures? I know they tried to bring back Frasier. They've tried to bring back, what's the HBO one that they just canceled that's just doing their last show again? Rocko's Modern Life? Yeah, that one was a big blow up, Penguin. Yeah. Like, I heard about some of them that they were talking about bringing back, and I don't think they're going to come back now. Like, they were talking about, I've been talking about Babylon 5 lately. They were talking about bringing Babylon 5 again, but re-envisioned. And it has to be re-envisioned because, like, I know it's 20 plus years now, but, like, over half of the cast is, like, gone now. I highly recommend it, John. And aside from some things that are, the difference between the 90s and now, very much holds up. Like the only major difference that I think between what Babylon 5 is and more modern thoughts and what it would be today is today they would have thousands upon millions upon billions of drones. Instead of just giant ships, you would have so many small ships. The Ukraine war was the first confirmed drone-on-drone kill. Realizing now that I didn't egg wash my buns. I probably should have egg washed my buns. Yeah, Bar Rescue shouldn't be around. And his other cooking buddy that does those ones, the same theme, shouldn't be a... what was his name? I forget his name. Trying to remember which one it is. Kitchen Nightmare? Well, there's one dude that made his name on food TV by saying that he was a chef at the White House when he never was a chef at the White House. And they sort of like fired him from his job then, but they then like hired him for other stuff later on. It's actually worked out quite nicely for the TV's channels and TV shows. This transition from them designing their TV shows for the occasional ad break or regular ad break to designing it for the YouTube clip or the TikTok clip. Well, those shows are all now going to die out, whether it's played out with the public or not. Because if you notice, most of the mom and pop, diners for diner drive-in and dives, and for, help us run our restaurant that no one in the family cares about videos. We have our bread pucks. We have our hardtack. Our hardtack is ready. Can't decide what spoon to use. I guess we're mixing the beans in over the top because I forgot to add them into the chili. Don't spend all that money too early, Penguin, just in case you end up with a case of them telling you this is an amazing job and it being the worst thing in the world. Because I have certainly had many people try and tell me that this job is amazing, and then it being absolute junk. Maybe I should have waited a moment and let that cheese melt a bit more. But let's go ahead and try this chili. Just not messing up anything else. It's just delicious. It's sweet. It's spicy. It's meaty. That's delicious. And sit here and eat it out of the... Like, it is spicy, but I want this. There's definite chili powder and definite chipotle in there. There's definitely chipotle in there. For our hardtack, not entirely hardtack, but see how much I remember this flour's flavor. Honey was the right choice. Yeah, definitely. I want to try doing this in the loaf pan. Some honey and sesame oil. There's our chili with the beans in it, mixed in it properly. Unlike how it is right here. Hi, Will. But I do think it is time for me to go and have some dinner. Alright, folks, I'm going to send all you lovely peoples all to go hang out with Andrew Hooks. We seem to trade raids back and forth pretty regularly. Hope you go and enjoy hanging out with him. He's doing something with chickpea tonight. So, we'll have to figure out what that is. I'm going to go and enjoy this Frito pie. I hope you all have an amazing evening. Appreciate you for joining in with me tonight. Good night.